Hey guys, it's Rebecca. So today I'm just going to be starting my weekly reading vlog. I haven't done a reading vlog in ages, obviously because I haven't been uploading, but this is only my second reading vlog ever, so I'm sorry if it's like not that good. Today is the 6th of May and it's about 12 in the afternoon, so I haven't actually been up for long. I only got up at like 12:30 because my sleeping schedule's been horrific during like quarantine and everything. So basically my plan for today is just to start working on my reading for my essay. I'm doing a module called Literature in the Sea and I'm going to be picking Moby Dick. So I just need to do some reading around tragedy and things like that just towards my essay, just some critical pieces, and I just really need to start working towards my essay. I have a complete lack of motivation, like being inside all the time. I don't know, it's just done something to my motivation. I just can't motivate myself to do any of my university work, so that really needs to start. So that's what I'll be doing like all of the afternoon, and then in the evening my plan is just to relax, you know, and read The Ocean at the End of the Lane. I mentioned this in my May TBR that I wanted to read this. I picked it out of my TBR jar and I would definitely have not have like picked it up if I hadn't have picked it out of my jar. Like obviously that's like the reason why I started doing the TBR jar, because there's so many books on my shelf that I want to read but just never like go to because I always just choose YA. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be reading this evening, and I'm already like 60 pages in, so it honestly won't take me that long to read it because it's only like 200-ish pages long, yeah, like 230 pages or something. So honestly I should read this like quite fast, but I haven't read much at all this week, which is actually like really bad, but I don't even know what I've been doing. I just haven't been reading, so that definitely needs to start happening. Yeah, that's all. So I'm just going to start working now and hopefully get like a wee bit of reading for my essay done as quickly as possible. Okay, so basically I forgot to film earlier whenever I started doing some work, so I've already done like a good bit of reading, and I have also had like lunch and everything. It's turning 3 o'clock now, so I'm hoping to get like a lot more reading done today. I'm just still reading the stuff on like tragedy. There's like loads of chapters that I want to read in this like ebook, so I'm just going to continue to read that, and that's really all I'll be doing for the rest of the afternoon. So basically I did all of my work in the afternoon and got like a lot of what I wanted to do today done, and then I was expecting just like to read all evening, but in the end my sister's actually had to hand in her dissertation today, so like she just wanted me to like quickly check over it, all of the grammar and everything. Like since I do English, she just wanted me to check over it see if there's any like grammatical mistakes or anything. So I spent like quite a while just like going over that and making sure everything was okay, and then now it's 9:30 in the evening, so I actually don't have that much time left to read. But as I said, I will be trying to read some of The Ocean at the End of the Lane because I definitely at least want to read something tonight, because I just feel like I haven't been reading anything really, and starting to like put me in a bad mood, that the fact that like I haven't been reading, like it's starting to like annoy me, because I don't know, like I feel like as if I start to get like really irritable if I haven't read but I wanted to. I don't know I don't know if that's just me, but like I get like really irritable, so if I don't get to read, if I like wanted to read. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm just gonna like, I just got like a coffee that I literally just spilt all around me, so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to try and read a bit of it and just see what I'm thinking of it, because yeah, as I said, I'm not really, it's okay so far, so I'm just going to see where it goes. You can literally see where I spilled all of my coffee all around me. so I'm just like page 62 into this book and it's actually making me really sick. Like there's this bit where like he stood on something, like the child stood on something, it pierced into his foot, and so he's went home and he's like, his foot's still really sore and it feels as if there's something inside of it. So then he's like, okay, I'm going to get like tweezers and like pull it out, like maybe it's like a splintery kind of thing. But it said every time he goes to look at it, it retreats from the light. And like the thought of like, and it just keeps talking about like holes in his foot. And it actually makes me sick, like that's so triggering. Like holes in feet. It's actually disgusting. Okay, so basically this is just like an update for what's going on in this vlog. I haven't been good at all at vlogging over the last couple of days. Honestly, probably because like I'm like not used to vlogging like at all. Like I just haven't got into the habit of it. So honestly, as I do each like weekly one, I'm hoping to like get better and better at it, obviously. But so basically it's literally like 10 o'clock at night. And it's the 9th now, and I didn't vlog at all yesterday or all day today. Basically I've just been like trying to do like work for like my essay, but I haven't even done that much. Like I feel like I don't even know what I've been doing over the last 2 days. But I did read a lot of The Ocean at the End of the Lane. I read like 80 pages or so, and honestly like it made me sick. Like that bit with like the worm in his foot, like I can't even talk about it because like it makes me that sick. Like that made me so sick. I like physically couldn't read it. I thought it was just like cringy. I thought like the plot was cringy. I thought like it just wasn't good, and it wasn't making me want to like keep going. I was actually like dreading reading. So I was like, you know what, no, because then I'll go into like a reading slump and I'm just not in the mood. I'm just like need something to look forward to, especially if I'm doing like an essay. Like I need something like relaxing to look forward to read in the evenings. So last night I was like, it was like really late last night, I was like, you know what, no, I'm not reading this because it's just going to put me into reading stuff. I'm not going to end up reading anything. So even though it's such a short book, like I know that I could get it done in like a couple of hours. Like I physically couldn't keep going because it was like how disgusting it was actually haunting me. Like he kept mentioning that worm over and over again. It was making me actually sick. Anyway, I realised that the only thing I was in the mood for was something that like I knew I was going to enjoy. So I was like, okay, I will start Crown of Midnight. And like I'm so happy I did, because like genuinely last night I was just like reading it up until like 2 o'clock in the morning, like literally 2 a.m. I was like up reading this, and I didn't read like much, but it was like a decent amount just to read like in one go. Like it was really good because I didn't even spend that long actually reading it, but it was still like so good. I've just been like in such a bad sleep routine as well. I think like that's another thing that's making these videos kind of weird and like hard to remember to film and everything. But I'm hoping to get up like early tomorrow so that I can hopefully like for the rest of the week and for the rest of this vlog actually vlog properly instead of like missing out days and things, because that's just like not good. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving this. Like I actually love this. Like I loved the first book and I'm loving this so far. Like I love the characters. Like I know the characters change or whatever throughout the series, but like I'm still loving this, and it's just like so good to read. And I'm just like, I don't know, like it's just exactly what I was in the mood for, so I'm just so glad. So like I'm just gonna like read some now. I also finished one of the chapters that I was reading. I was chapter 13 I think I finished of The Hobbit, and no, I finished chapter 12 and then started reading some of chapter 13, so I'm like nearly done that chapter. So I'm like 70% or so the way through The Hobbit, so I'll be done The Hobbit really soon, and I'm loving The Hobbit as well. It's so good, and the audiobook's so good and everything. It's so good, I'm loving it. So anyway, like I'm gonna start just reading a wee bit more of Throne of Glass here, and then probably read a wee bit more of The Hobbit maybe as well later. I don't know, it depends. As I said, I've been up so late recently, so I'll just see what happens, but I'm definitely going to read a wee bit of this now. Okay, so today is the 11th now, and okay, I've actually been so bad at filming this week, like genuinely so bad, but like I'm hoping that like I'll just like actually get better, you know, like as I go on like each week filming, as I said before. But I'm actually just been under so much stress, like trying to get all of my essay done and just all of the reading and everything for that, because like I'm having to actually come up with just ideas for like that Moby Dick essay, and like Moby Dick is hard as it is, but like having to write an essay on it, it's really stressful. But like what I've been deciding to do is, because I've just been really wanting to read Crown of Midnight, I've decided to like let myself read like a chapter or two every time I do 50 minutes of work. So I've read like a bit more of this. I'm on page 115, so like I'm a decent way through it since I've been like doing like work just basically constantly, and I don't want to be like, see, that's like the thing, like I don't want to just be filming myself reading on my laptop all the time. Like I don't think at all that would be interesting for anybody, and I haven't been reading much, so I'm like, what's the point in me filming it? And obviously since I'm inside all day, I just don't really know what else I'm supposed to film. But I'm gonna read like literally right now, I'm just gonna read like a chapter, and then I'll probably do a wee bit more reading, and then have lunch, and then more reading, and then more fun reading. So yeah, that's my plan. So I'm just gonna go and quickly read a chapter so that I can get back to work, because I stopped working actually a good few minutes ago, so I need to start reading now. Page 154 now. I've been kind of busy this evening, so I haven't been able to read that much, but I'm honestly enjoying this so much. Like I'm still like just loving these like books so much, and I'm just so like enjoying reading them so much, and I can't believe like I refused to read them for so long. I don't know why. I just thought like they're not going to be my kind of thing. I just completely refused to. But like the one thing that I've been thinking, okay, since I read like the last couple of pages, there's something that I've been thinking, right? And I love Children of Blood and Bone, but there's like a lot of like bits in this where like obviously magic has been completely destroyed and it's illegal, and you're not allowed to even mention magic. The king's a tyrant and all of that kind of stuff, and I just feel like there's so many, in that aspect, there's like so many similarities between Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight and so far, like, and Children of Blood and Bone. And obviously I read Children of Blood and Bone before I ever even knew that was something that was in Throne of Glass, and obviously like magic not being allowed and everything is like kind of like a classic plot. I just feel like there's something that like makes me feel like that bit of Children of Blood and Bone is like completely stolen off Throne of Glass, and maybe it's not, but like it just like, I don't know if anybody else thought that. Like I feel like it's just something that's similar about it. And like it's not just the plot, it's just the actual things that are kind of happening, and like the people's attitude towards it, and like it's kind of this quest to see if magical comeback is like part of like this plot. I don't know, I just would kind of like to see if anybody else thought that. So if anybody else did like think that, please let me know, because like it's kind of something that's actually really bothering me, because I've never heard anybody say it before. Obviously there's like still amazing things about Children of Blood and Bone, but I just mean that one, in that one respect, like in the magic being illegal and things, and just like the similarities between the kings and all of that kind of stuff. But as well, I just love, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Is it like Kale? Is that how you pronounce his name? Like the captain of the guard? If that's not how you pronounce his name, then let me know, but I'll be calling Kale for now, because like I don't know what else to call him. But yeah, I love him. Like that bit whenever, like there was a bit whenever he's like dance with me or whatever, and she's like outside or whatever, and he's like dance with me, and then like she like obviously makes her dance with her and it's just like so cute. Like I really like them two together, because I just had a feeling that was gonna happen. Like I preferred him over Dorian from the start, even though I do love Dorian, I love them all, but like yeah, I don't know. And like that bit of like I think the characters are so likable, and it's just so good so far. So I'm gonna just sit, it's like 9:30, so I'm just gonna sit for the rest of the evening and just read it, and I'm just so excited because I'm just loving it so much. But yeah, if anybody thinks like similarly, I'd really like to know, because obviously they're two quite popular books, so like most people have read them. But yeah, I'm gonna start reading now and just get a bit more read. Just talking about like the similarities between like Throne of Glass and especially actually Crown of Midnight and like Children of Blood and Bone. Literally they're now, like I was just thinking, this is a bit of a spoiler if you haven't read Crown of Midnight, but so like skip if you don't want to hear it. But basically like Dorian trying to figure out if he has magic or whatever is just so similar to what's his name, Inan, if that's his name, figuring out that he has magic, you know, having to hide it from the king, him being like the prince or whatever, and having to hide that or else, you know, his father would kill him. And it's just exactly the same, and like that's another like massive similarity that I'm just kind of like, I don't know how, like, I don't know, please tell me that other people have realised this, because it's like actually so obvious. I don't know, like I still love Children of Blood and Bone obviously, and it's just like, but it's just like so many parallels that it's actually like kind of weird. I don't know. So it is Tuesday today. It's Tuesday the 12th, I think. But yeah, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've just been doing some reading on like Shakespeare and the Sea and everything for my Moby Dick essay. But last night I literally stayed up until like 1 or 2 a.m. like reading Crown of Midnight, and I'm on page 248, so basically like 250 pages in, and it's so good. Like it's so good. Okay, like this is a spoiler, so like skip a wee bit if you don't want to hear about this if you haven't read Crown of Midnight. But oh my god, right, I should have vlogged this last night, but I was like too immersed in it, like I was too like involved in like reading it. But like that bit whenever Selena tries to kill Kale, I literally was crying my eyes out. Like I felt so sorry for her. Like I knew she was in like such a rage. She was just so like, she was in just such a rage, and like I knew, I was just so upset. And like whenever he like put her into the dungeon and all, and he's like, don't even give her like a cloak or whatever and all, like oh my god, like I can't even, like I love those characters. Like I was like properly sobbing. Like I haven't like cried at a book like that much in so long. Like I was like, my actual heart was like breaking. Like I was like, oh my god, the books are just so good. I love them so much, and I can't believe, like, why did I do that to myself? Why did I not let myself read these for so long? But like I don't even care. Like I'm so glad that I'm like getting to read them for the first time now. They are so good. Like I love them so much, and like some of my favorite books that I've read in like so long. So like I'm hoping that it becomes like one of my favorite series, because it's like actually so good. So I'm really hoping that I'm gonna like, okay, I know I'm talking really fast, but like it's so good, and like I'm really hoping that I'm gonna like the whole series. But I don't even care. Like it's so good, and yeah, I just love it so much. Like everything about it, I just love every single thing about it. My plan is to read it like later on. I might read like a chapter now, I think, and then just get back to work. But no joke, it's just so good. As well, I meant to say, like yesterday I just like kind of randomly decided to dye the ends of my hair pink, just like for the crack, and like cause like my sister was dyeing the ends of her hair pink, and there was just some dye left, so I was just like, do you want to just like put it in my hair? Like I'm not really going anywhere, am I? So like I was just like, yeah, but like, I don't know, like I was just like, I hated it at first, and I was like, you know what, like it's kind of different. It's like, it's not supposed to be like amazing, it's not supposed to be like professional hair, but like it's kind of, I kind of like it. I think it's kind of cute. So, but it reminds me of like Avril Lavigne or something. But like, yeah, I really like it so much. Like now, like after I was like, I wanted to cry after whenever I first did it, like why did I ruin my hair? And then I was like, you know what, it's kind of nice, it's not even that different from my normal hair. I'll just like cut it off after quarantine. Once it gets to the evening, once I've like feel like satisfied with the work that I've done, I will try to finish this. That's my goal, just to finish this, because like I read so much of it last night. I could definitely read this in an evening, like 100%. I did for the last book, so I could just read the last of this and it'll be like ugh. And then I'll be able to get on to City of Ashes, which I don't know, for some reason I'm like kind of dreading reading City of Ashes. I don't know what it is, it's just kind of putting me off. Like I'm kind of dreading it, but I want to read it. Like I want to, that's like my quarantine goal. I've said in my last video, my goal is just to read like really popular YA series that I haven't read, so these and City of Bones really. And then I was thinking last night, I don't want to read The Librarian of Auschwitz. Like I just don't want to read it. I think I've mentioned this before, but it's too depressing. Like it was in my TBR and I was just like, I'm not in the mood for depressing things right now. So I was like, you know what, I'll just read Escaping from Houdini instead, because I want to lend them to my friend. I want to finish that series before giving them to her, because she reads like so quickly, so I want like to be able to have like finished them all before she starts them. I wouldn't want to be like somebody else to read my new books before I got to read them. Like I don't know, like not that I think she would ruin them or anything, like I just want to read my own fresh books myself for the first time. So yeah, that's my plan. So if I get all of that done, that would be so good, especially because I'm doing my essay, so that would be amazing. But let's see, I don't know. So that's all for my update. I'm probably just gonna get it like a chapter of this read and then get a cup of tea and then do more reading for my essay. Okay, so it is Wednesday today, so the last day of this vlog, and I know I haven't like vlogged very well, but like it's just because of like my essay and everything. So after all of my work's done, I should be able to like do much better like reading vlogs and everything, because I'll just be like reading all day basically. Basically my plan for today is just to do more work, do more reading basically for my essay. This is the last day of like the actual reading for my essay before I start writing it, and it's like about 12 in the afternoon now, and at like 20 to 1 I have a call with my tutor just to talk about my ideas for my essay and everything. So that's soon, like I just have like a Skype call with him, so I'll be doing that soon. And then after that, after talking about my ideas and everything, I'll just do the rest of my reading, maybe do a bit of the plan today, before writing tomorrow. I have like most of the plan done, I just need to like put in actually, like I've got my ideas written down, I just need to actually plan out like what critics and things I'm going to use and what points I'm actually going to make, and also like what evidence I'm going to use from Moby Dick, but which sounds like a lot, but it's actually should like be quite quick. And as well, I read so much of Crown of Midnight last night. I'm on page 375 now, so I'm like so close to being finished. So as soon as I finish my work this evening, like I'll just be like reading this really quickly, and I'll probably also be starting City of Ashes today as well. I just feel like going on to the next book of this, but whatever. I'll also be ordering, I forget what the next book's called, but I'll also be ordering the third one, and I literally just love this so much. Like I'm enjoying it so much, like I just love every single second of reading these. They're just amazing, and I just really like can't wait to see what happens with like Kale and everything. Like I'm hoping that like she forgives him, like I'm guessing that she will, but I just really need that to happen, honestly. So I'll be vlogging like reading the end of this, and I'll talk about what I think of it, and vlogging like starting City of Ashes. Also I've got like, I read another chapter of The Hobbit last night. I'm on like, I'm pretty far into The Hobbit. I'm like 80% done, so that should be finished like this week or the start of next week, and I'm absolutely loving The Hobbit. Like it's actually so good. Like it's just like, I mean it's pretty much exactly like the film, I feel. I mean I haven't seen the third one, so I don't know about the end of the book, but it's narrated kind of like a children's story. I don't know if anybody else kind of feels that way, but like a really good children's story. Like I don't know how to describe it, but it's so good. Like I actually really do love The Hobbit, and after I finish that I'll be starting to read like Lord of the Rings as well. So I'm so excited because I've never read them before, and it's just like something that I did want to do like in my lifetime, so I'm like glad I finally started that. So yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do this call and then start my reading. So I should vlog me just finishing off my essay reading and everything, and then give like updates and everything about what I've been doing. But yeah, that's sort of all I've done really so far. Okay, so I have officially finished Crown of Midnight and I actually loved it so much. Like, I ended up spending like all the evening just editing this vlog. Actually, this is because this is like the last clip of this vlog. I edited all the rest of it. But yeah, so I love this. Like, oh my god, the ending. Okay, skip, like if you haven't read this, skip a bit ahead because I'm gonna say about a spoiler. But oh my god, whenever it turned out like Selena was like Faye and like the lost queen and all of this, I'm like, oh, it's actually just so exciting. Like, oh my god, like it's just so good. Like, I love it so much, and I ordered the third one today, so I am just so excited about it. So yeah, I just loved it so much, and I'm so glad I started reading these because I love them so much. So definitely giving this 5 stars. I liked it even more than the first one. It was so good. So that's all for this video, because obviously it's Wednesday night, so I'll be starting the next vlog tomorrow. So this will be up Thursday night, and yeah, that's all for this video. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe, and let me know if you like enjoyed this vlog, and I'll try and make it like better and everything next week. I'm gonna get used to it, obviously. And that's all for this video. As I said, I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know all of your thoughts and everything about any of the books I talked about in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.